Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a DaVinci result. Hey! Always interrupts. Hey, sorry about that. Today we're going to be going through how to put transparent text on the screen with your video behind that text. And the effect that I'm going to be going through, I already put it at the beginning of the clip so you know what it is, but I'll go through it one more time. It's going to be transparent text on the screen. We're going to have our video of the beach as the background, and we're going to fly through the text for our establishing shot of the beach. So I like to use this as my establishing shot. You can put your title up here and then just fly through and into your video itself. So with that, a couple of the pages that we'll be using the Fusion tab to get some of the text and transitions in there, and then we'll also be using the color tab, and we'll be utilizing the qualifier and the alpha channel within the color tab. So with all that said, I'll go ahead and open up DaVinci Resolve. We'll get started. This will be a nice, quick, less than 5-minute tutorial we'll go through. So thanks for sticking around. Now that I have DaVinci Resolve open and I have my clip on the screen, the clip that I have is just a beach scene, and what it's going to be is just a transition up into the sky. So I'm going to start with going into the effects library and adding a solid color. I'm going to drag that down in here. I'm going to add it before the clip starts, and I'm going to make it the same length as the clip. So what you're going to want to do next is right click on this and make new compound clip, and then right click again and do new fusion clip. So with that said, we'll go ahead and select your Fusion clip and go into the Fusion tab. So what you're going to want to do in this one, I'm going to go ahead and move these to the middle, is do Shift Spacebar, add your text, not text 3D, don't want that. We're going to add normal text. And what we're going to do with this text here is you're going to want a font that's kind of large, and this way you can fly through the font at the end of the scene. And with a larger font, it allows you to see more of the scene underneath. So you could use any bold font really. I'm going to go into text, go down here. What do I want to use? I'll use this one and type ILM for Wilmington. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit larger, and I think the spacing is fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to 0, and I'm going to keyframe at the right on, because I want the text to write on, I don't want it to disappear. So this is the beginning of the scene, so I'm going to have it all the way to 0. And then I'll go out to about 120, and I'll keyframe all the way on. And go back to 60 because I wanted to start around 60. So now that I keyframed at 60, keyframed at 120, it should write on and end at 120 frames. So with that, now we have our text right on, we can start with the effect. So the next thing you're going to want to do to get the actual transparent text is go into the color tab. And with your color tab selected, what you're going to need in this is to right click in your nodes area and hit add alpha output. Now this alpha output, you're going to drag your alpha channel on your clip to the alpha output, and what this is going to allow is anything that's in the alpha channel to shine through. So what I'm going to want to do next is go into the qualifier tab, make sure your qualifier is selected, and you're going to want to select every color that's not your text. So since the text is just white, what I'm going to do is select the black. And so now that the black is selected, it essentially qualified out everything else that's not black. So now as you can see on the screen, we have the ILM and we have the waves shining through that. So that's exactly what I want for now. So I'm going to go back in here. So I'm going to go back to the timeline and play it so far to show you what we have. Now we just have the waves shining through the text. So what I'm going to do to kind of make this scene a little bit better is I'm going to make the ILM fly out so it looks like we're flying through the text. So what I'm going to do is select the Fusion clip, I'm going to select zoom and position. So I'm going to go ahead and keyframe those. So now as soon as it writes on, it stays there for a little bit. Once it stays there, and then we go a couple more frames out. And what you're going to want to do is drag the zoom all the way out. And you're going to want to drag the position over here so it looks like you're flying through this letter. So now the scene looks a little something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and play it and show you what we got. Let's do this full screen. And this is what we have. So you fly through the text and you're left with this open scene of the beach. Alright, so that was it for our tutorial today. I really appreciate you sticking around. I hope this tutorial provided you some value. If you did like it, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. If you comment, let me know what you'd like to see. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody's staying healthy, happy, and we'll see you next time. You know what would really come in handy? The A7S III. So I know the A7S III has the fully rotatable screen so you can see yourself. The rig I have right now, I have no idea if I'm even in focus. So let me know what you guys think about the A7S III, or if you have any other recommendations for how I could see myself on this camera, because right now it's a struggle. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really will see you next time. All right.